First game on the board. Our favorite team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're visiting the Cleveland Browns. It opened at 4. We immediately thought it was too high, and we immediately thought, Simon, thank God we don't have to put this in the contest because we knew we'd have to bet the Browns. The wise guys said bet the Browns. It's down to 3.5. What are you seeing? What are you hearing? What are you feeling?
Yeah, they like this spot for the Browns, and it's tough for me because you just said it. I just love this Pittsburgh team. They've been so good to us, and they're so gritty. And unlike Cleveland, they're a well-coached team that's playing hard, Pittsburgh. And maybe it's because it's a short week. You know, they just played a brutal battle against that Ravens team. I mean, that was really a game that no team should have to play a short week after that type of game, right? And on the flip side, this Cleveland team probably stopped trying midway through the third quarter. So they're not as banged up as this Pittsburgh team. So it is interesting that we talked about the professionals, they came in heavy on this. This was 4.5, 5 when it opened.
Yeah.
And now it's down, like you just said, to 3.5 on most books. So, look in the Action app right now, all the money, all the tickets, you just said it, it's all on Pittsburgh. So that's real respected professional money coming and moving that number when all the money is pouring on the other side. So you're right. I'm happy we can avoid it, but if you're doing a pick pool like we do, I'm taking Cleveland, but I'm not happy about it. But it just seems like the right spot to back this team. The way they match up right, it's good, but it also Pittsburgh, this feels a little bit like the peak. This feels like a nice time to step off just because we've been riding them these last couple of weeks, and the value finally feels like it's coming around the other way. So I'll take this good number, 3.5, 4 if you're lucky out there on this Cleveland team.
Well, look, as good as Mike Tomlin is as a dog, and we rode that train, we got a lot of gravy on that train with Mike Tomlin as a dog, right? But his record as a favorite and as a favorite on the road is the mirror of how good he is as an underdog and as an underdog in tough spots like he was last week. So this has to be a play on Cleveland. If you want to play this game, you're getting the hook. Home teams on Thursday Night Football, 8-3 this year, included the fighting Philadelphia Eagles last week, which I was at. But yeah, like the Browns look terrible against the Saints. I loved the Browns against the Saints. The wise guys loved the Browns against the Saints. It seemed like the right spot.
Looks like they can't quit them.
They're hard to quit, you know? But look, you're not wrong. Like the Steelers are a really well-coached team. The Browns right now are not. And that defense is nothing like it was last year. So as always, it's a risk. Buyer beware.
Indeed.